Hello, this is Wolfgang with Optimize, and I'm going to explain how to do event pricing. So let's first take a look at an event. So over here at events, I have my events, and then over here, if I click on one of these events, I see the pricing. And the pricing right now is set to use this product, early bird, and also workshop registration. And you can see the dates to minimize when early bird ends and when regular pricing starts. So this is set up to be at a price point of 334 and 384. However, when this was set up, we actually used the workshop registration package and changed the price. The workshop registration in this case has a different price, and I will show why this may be an issue. So let's go back and take a look at the products that we have. So the easiest way to look at products is to just go to sales and look at the products here. So I have different products that I set up for pricing, and there's an early bird workshop, a workshop registration, and what I don't have is a conference registration, and the workshop registration has a price of $119. So that would typically not be a problem to just go in manually when I have an event and change the pricing. So let me open this other in a different tab here, so we can go back to the events, take a look again at this event. So this was the product that was added was workshop registration. And then the amount was modified to 384. Now, why this is not necessarily good is if we use price lists, and price lists for members, for instance, can reduce the cost for a particular group of people. So let's go and take a look at price lists. So we had the products, and we also on our products have this thing called price lists. So a public price list is basically the default price that everybody has. So every contact in the system has always by default a public price list. But then special contacts in the system can have a member price list. So let's open this and take a look how this is set up. A member price list has one or more items that are at a discounted rate. Right now, the product that is discounted is workshop registration. So I could also add a line here and say that, let's do this real quick, and say we have actually a fixed price of, let's just say $90 for a particular product. And the product is the early bird registration. Okay, so if I set it up like this, save, that means that if I'm in the early bird registration process, I would get my tickets for $90 as a member. And if I'm in the workshop registration, I get it for $99. So I'm not actually sure that this is a valid discount, so I'm going to remove it for now. Because we don't want to discount it too much. But that's one way to set up the discounts for members. The other way to set up discounts is to use a formula. So we could, for instance, say that a sales price with a 10% discount is something that we want to apply. So in this case, it's not a per product discount with a fixed price. It is a percentage, and you have the ability to say, what does this percentage apply to? Does it apply to particular product categories? And each product has a category. So I could set up my products to say discountable and non-discountable, which means that non-discountable products will actually, if I pick the product category, will or will not get a discount. So this is the way you can group products into something that's discountable or not discountable. There's other ways to do this too, but this is a simple way to use the product categories for that. And so let's close this for a sec, because we used let's discard, we used a fixed firm instead of a percentage. The percentage has one advantage, that I could apply it across all products. The discount on a fixed firm base means that I have to be careful and add each one of these products here. So I want to do that right now. Let's say for a product that I'm going to set up, that is the I haven't created it yet. So let's create a 2-day conference product. So let me get out of this, discard, and let's go to set up a new product. Okay, these are the products that I have. The easiest way to set up a new product is just take a existing product and then go to action, duplicate, and then we can rename this to 2-day, maybe capital T, 2-day conference registration. Okay, so the 2-day conference registration should have a price of, I think it was $384. And I'm not sure what the cost is, but that's more of an accounting problem, so I don't have to worry about that right now. So just say it's cost me at least $100. I'm not sure that that's relevant right now. You can do some margin analysis, but let's just assume 384 is the sales price. And some other things to consider is under accounting, if you want to have everything tied to the right account, you want to give it an income account and an expense account too. So we can do that. That probably needs to be changed later, but that's good to have on all products. We don't have this currently set up, so probably should change it. I will do that later here in this system. But we see that this is properly set up now, and if I go to products, I have my 2-day conference registration. I may also create a 1-day conference registration as well. And I'm not sure what the let's see, expense count. I'm not sure what the best ticket price is. So something like $192, maybe $200. I don't know. That can be changed. Okay, so we have a 1-day, 2-day conference registration for $384 and a 1-day conference registration for $200. Okay. The other things that we have is an early bird registration for the workshop. So we need an early bird registration for this. So let's do that. Early bird registration. And that was, I believe, $324. Let's make sure I don't forget that. Okay. And if we need a 1-day early bird, that's also something that we will have to set up here. I'm not going to do this right now, but it's pretty clear what we have. We have the 2-day early bird, we have the 2-day conference, and sometimes it's better to look at this in a list view and sort it by product name, because then it's easy to see 2-day, workshop. This workshop registration for members is actually obsolete. I may just want to hide that, archive that, because I don't think that should be used. I didn't delete it because it may be used on some test products that we set up, so that's why I archived it. So, but it's gone, because the way we do memberships is through price lists, as I showed earlier. So price lists on, well, I haven't really gotten into this, but let's do price list evaluation for members, see how that works. So right now I have my product set up, that's great. I'm going to go back to the events. This is my event, and I have these early bird workshop for, it was 334, so let me make this change, 334. Okay, 334. And now I can go and select that actually as the early bird let's do early bird 2-day conference, early bird, that's the one, and this would be 2-day registration. That's the regular one, not the early bird. Okay, so this looks good, and this was just a test, you can ignore. Okay, so how does it work with memberships? Memberships are controlled through price lists. So let's go back to the products, and over here on the products I have price lists. So the public and the membership price list. The membership price list right now gets this fixed price of $99. But as you can see, I don't really have that set up for my workshops. So I need to add the fixed price discounts or percentage discounts for specific products if I want to also discount the 2-day conference, for instance. So let's say 2-day conference here, and I have no idea what the fixed price should be, but it was the regular was $384. So let's assume we're giving a 10% discount, then we would end up at $345. So let's just say that's what that is. For members, they get a 10% discount, save. And then if I have let's discard this real quick, add another line, fixed price for a particular product. The product is the 2-day early bird conference registration, which was at $334 times 10%, $300. So for $300 they can get this. So this is how members now will experience this when they log in and they're registered as a member in the system, or they're registered with this price list in the system. Then they will get the 2-day for $345 and the 2-day early for $300. So how do I set the prices member or the prices on members? So let's take a quick look. I have under sales, or let's go back to the main app picker and go to contacts, and Let's take a look at individuals. So I have my own user here, which is this one. So this user right now uses, if I go to sales and purchase down here, it uses a public price list. So let's publish this test event here for a sec. This is workshop registration. This is the regular one, but maybe I just use one of the new ones, which is the 2-day conference, and I use 2-day early. Okay, get rid of this one, move that up. So the early bird starts, let's say, on this day and ends on the 20th, and then on 5/20 till whenever the sale ends, could end on the 31st. So I want to sell everything before the 31st. So these are my early bird and my regular conference setup. Now I'm going to go to the website. Right now this is not published, so I cannot see this. So you see yeah, the font is a bit bad, needs to be changed, but we have those are visible when I publish them, so that right now they're published. So I have actually user open on my other screen that I'm going to use, so just put this up here. I need to refresh because we just published a new event. So this test event, I have now, this is the only one marked because this one, the sales starts on the 20th, so we're not there yet, so we cannot select this. But I can select one of these, and you can see my price is 334. So that worked for the early bird. Now let's put this away for a sec, and let's change the member. So I'm let's go to contacts, go back to my member. It was this one here, and let's make me a member, which basically means I get a different price list. So I assign the member price list, and remember you can look at this here, see what the member price list is. So this is now done. If I pull this window back and refresh my screen, or just go back to training events, click on the test event. Okay, so now I have the membership pricing, 300 and 345. So this worked nicely. Again, those prices probably need to be adjusted by somebody that knows what the pricing should be, but everything works. Membership pricing works, and also the registration. Now, the other thing I want to show is what happens if I have if I want to give a volume discount. So right now, the way this is set up, a volume discount is 3 or more tickets. So if I select, let's say 3 tickets, and I register, what will happen is, so first of all, I need to give some names here, and email addresses. Let's do this. Let's just say this is okay. Continue. Oh. All right. So the system is registering, and now we're getting to the $300 plus an additional 15% on the order for volume discount. That is minus 135, which gets this to a total of 765 because I have 135 per ticket times, so it's 300. So it's 3 times 300 is 900 minus 135 is 765. So it worked. The thing to show is where discounts handled. So how do we actually set this up that we get 15% on 3 or more tickets? So let's go back to the system. On the system backend, I can go back to my price lists. And if I look under products, there is this discount and loyalty menu. And you can see there is a line item here for discount loyalty, 15% on groups over 3. So this is, let's say I wanted to make this 10%, I would have to basically, this is just a label, say 10%. But I can also look at what is down here set up, and the reward that we're getting is 15% discount on the order, which means that I can actually change this here if I wanted to 10%, and that would give me 10% discount. So you can change the discount rate. Right now it applies on all orders. So if you only want the discount to apply on certain orders, you would actually need to change it over here. There's a rule, and if I click on this rule, you can see that right now it is not filtered by product, but I can pick any product and set up rules which product gets which discounts. So if I don't want to give, if I just want to give on regular registrations, not on 1-day registrations or 2-day registrations, I would basically pick this here and then provide discount. Or again, I mentioned product categories, you can set that up as well here. So yeah, that concludes the discounts and the setup for membership discounts, and also the different price models or price products that we should use on events. I hope this was clear. Otherwise, just shoot me an email and we can discuss in more detail.